always tell people when they meet Kirstie Ennis, just gonna tell you, as you're about to sit down here, your life is about to change.
When people ask me how I was injured, I just tell them that I was injured overseas. If people want to get into it, then I will tell them where. And then eventually I'll tell them what I did in the military and that my helicopter went down in the southern Helmand province. But initially I don't care to get into it. I don't want people to look at me like my injury defines me or that brief moment of my life defines me. I'd rather than look at it and say, you know what, that sucked that that happened to her, but look at all the badass stuff that she's doing now. After I got hurt, I genuinely felt like I was robbed. A year to the day, the anniversary of me getting hurt over in Afghanistan, I was at an all-time low. I wanted to give up. I wanted to throw in the towel. I didn't see a point in living anymore. And after I tried taking my own life, my dad came to me and some close friends came to me. It's kind of when the epiphany happened, that I had so much to be grateful for, that I was in this situation that I felt so alone, but I was surrounded by so many people. And so for me, yes, I felt like there were people alongside of me, but I never felt like there was somebody for me to look up to. Now this whole life, my whole why is about being that role model for the younger guys and gals, or even for people my age and older. I just want to be able to be that person that somebody can say, you know what, Kirstie did it, and I want them to see what I'm doing as a challenge.
She's special. She has that it from behind the rib cage. I'll tell you, one of the most special things we had in here is after Kirstie's, I think, 4th amputation, we got her out here and her prosthetic wasn't ready yet. She was still on crutches. And we brought her into an MVP session without anybody here knowing. And man, we had about 60 MVPers in here. And here she is, fresh off another amputation. She comes walking in and, oh my God, you can imagine the applause she got. And it was so beautiful. But the point is, we were there for Kirstie. But just her walking back in those doors that day, she was here for us. She lifted us all up. She showed us all the things that we can do, not the things that we can't do.
It took time to just own what makes me different, to be proud of these scars, to be proud of the stories that they tell, and the whole nine. Now I want to be able to share them with people. My goal is to climb the 7 summits, so the highest peak on each of the 7 continents, and I want to be the first female above me amputee to do so. For me, it's leaving a legacy. I'm going to do it the hard way so somebody else can follow in my footsteps. Show me up. Prove everybody else wrong. And yeah, prove me wrong even. I think imperfection is beautiful. I think the bad days or the times that you hurt or the times that you struggle, that's what makes you happy in the long run. And so the whole reason that I climb mountains now, like, you struggle, you suffer, you're miserable, and then you get to the top, and it's an incredibly high. There's nothing like looking back on it. The days that you overcome so much, you look back and you say, I did it. There's like this overwhelming sense of pride. I am unbreakable because I will get back up every single time that life knocks me down.